now. Crazy, crazy situation dealing with the god Rza from the Wu-Tang Clan. I didn't want to believe it at first. I didn't think it was true. But then I thought about it like it's a lot of, people our age, I want to say in the mid 40s and late 40s, that had situations like this. I even had a situation like this. Not as concentrated or not as difficult as what's going on in Riz's situation, but we all had situations where we dealt with and we didn't realize it was family. You might have an affair with a cousin, and once you went to the family reunion, you realize 6 months later, like, damn, this is flesh and blood I don't have sex with. A lot of times, it's not your fault because it's our mother and dad's fault for not showing us our family tree, for not connecting us to our immediate family, to our bloodline. So when stuff like this happens, who can you blame? So I'm about to play this clip. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. He was the first one to drop this story of RZA's blood cousin alleged that the RZA had an affair with her for 19 years. And they even said it goes so far deep as to where when RZA was married to his wife, he was still having an affair with his cousin behind closed doors. And it's kind of sickening. I mean, it's different layers to this. And I can go different angles, but if they both knew, it's kind of sickening, disgusting. Like I said, I had a situation where once I had sex with a female, didn't realize we were related. Later on, once my family member, my auntie, told me, yeah, that's your cousin. And I had to pretty much let it go. It didn't last long anyway because of the toxicity of that person. We ain't gonna go into that. And then another time, I had a second situation where I had sex with a female, and later on, I noticed on her YouTube or her Facebook page, all of her family members was my family members, and I'm like, wait a minute, why is she friends with all my family? You know what I'm saying? And she even had the same last name as one of my family members. But later, come to find out, she wasn't related. It's probably like a third or fourth cousin. She wasn't blood cousin. So we just got to be careful because we don't know. Because the chances of you having sex with a family member is very high when you're in a rural area and you don't know all your siblings. You haven't met all your family members or your bloodline. Remember, we were taken from our family eons ago, and that goes on another whole other story with that. But end of the day, it's possible to have sex as a black male, to have sex in the wilderness of North America with somebody that's related to you and you not knowing it. So I'm gonna drop this, and this is Dougie Diamonds. He's interviewing Riz's cousin. I think it's consensual sex though. Peace, peace, Julia 252. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Justice Shabazz exclusive content. I'm speaking about the RZA allegedly having sexual affair with his blood cousins for 19 years. Where you from, Love X6LB? I'm in Rochester, New York, United States, and I'm about to break this down for y'all. Here I go. Years later. But they didn't even know they both told. So who lying? They both can't be lying. If they both saying this to me, they don't know they both saying it. And they had it, and instead fucking telling other people. So the brother even said that we was in an orgy, a drug-infused orgy, with his little cousin. That sounds crazy. And you're gonna tell XYZ to make it look good for him? Yeah. And I let that shit rock for how many years? And I just found out that that was a narrative a year ago, or 3 years ago now, but I thought it was a lie. He told me that tape. I never said that. I said, miserable, no, she and I life together. All right, fine. But you need to get this shit together with the family. Because people looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, you know what you did? You have apologized through text. He apologized enough, but no, when you're trying to humiliate me and the family that's been so tight, and now it's just like, and it comes off on them. People say shit on the side. You the puppeteer. Everybody in his family listen to what he says. So now y'all gonna fucking hear me because he's not gonna run my name like that.
All right. Let me ask you something. Do you still got the text?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Shit's in Metro PCS. We talking about shit from years ago.
Right.
We talking about this shit been going over 20 years.
But he's
if I had a
admitted.
good enough lawyer and they want to dig in my fucking cell phone company shit, let them get that. Because if this was a fucking murder case for Donald Trump, them niggas would pull up everything I did since the day my mother had me in 240 Park Hill. Let's get to it.
So he's admitted that y'all had an encounter.
Yes. Oh. Why you think
So he tried to say it was one time.
That's not what happened.
He's trying to say it's one time it only happened.
No, he's saying that's what we got to think that it's more than one time.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is that I don't give a fuck if that happened once or
Yeah,
10
one is
times.
too many. Yeah, one is too
No,
many for
but
me.
the fact that if my sister came to me and said, I came to my brother and I told my brother, fuck that was like, I'm from my brother for this reason. My brother's showing.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. So,
He tells me, oh, we was
your boy Justice Shabazz in the building. I just had to come, go live dealing with the situation of the RZA, the world renowned Wu Tang group. Wu Tang Clan. The RZA has allegations of him sleeping with his first cousin. Peace, peace. Shouting out Joey F2BX. Hello, Joey. Hello, peace, peace. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You can hit the Cash App, all that good stuff. Hit your boy Justice Shabazz. Join the channel, great content. But see, this is my thing, right? So 19 years, and I'm not saying RZA is right or RZA is wrong at all. I'm not justifying his behavior. This is Justice Shabazz channel, and these are my views. It doesn't reflect YouTube at all. And I want to say, why did she wait this long? She knew RZA was her cousin for 19 years, right? Why did she wait this long to come out? What was her motive? Because I always look at it, was there ulterior motives in this situation? Because she could have been came out and said, yo, this not right. You know what I'm saying? We having sex. We are blood cousins. Why are we continuing to do this? It takes two to tango. He did not rape that woman. It was consensual sex. So either it was a money grab. Maybe she felt that she could blackmail him, white mail I call it, and tell him, oh, if I don't get such amount of dollars, I'm going to leak this to your wife. She knew RZA was a powerful, rich man. She knew that. She could have been stopped this. But maybe she didn't want to mess with the integrity that came with it. The integrity of the cloth of the Wu-Tang. You got to think. But think about all the stuff that came with it. She got trips, I'm sure. She got nice clothes, nice cars, jewelry. She got the finer things in life. So she was not going to say nothing. She was the side piece, basically. She was the RZA's side piece for 20 years. She was a loyal side piece. She was a faithful side piece. When the RZA called and said, I'll be over there tomorrow, she knew her place. When the RZA said, don't call me at a certain time, she knew her place. There's even allegations that they had sex while he was married in their mansion. So my thing is, what is her motive? She tried to go viral? She tried to get a book deal? I mean, what really is the cause of all of this? Because she could have been came out the closet with information of her and the RZA having sexual affairs. And this is your blood cousin. It seems like this goes on a lot in some cultures, and it goes on a lot in the industry. Because you also got Kevin Gates, who world renowned for coming out and saying that he was having an affair with his cousin, openly and willingly. But I hear nothing from the RZA yet. Will the RZA speak? Will he have anything to say about this? Or will this be another stain in the cloth? Because he has a few stains of allegations of, money mishaps and mishandling projects. But the God, from what I know, the God puts out good music. He's very articulate. And I'm pretty sure he resurrected a lot of people. He put a lot of money in a lot of people's pockets. So he's going to be respected, and a lot of people are not going to come out. Not because they fear, it's because of the fact that he put money in people's pockets. And as long as you put money in people's pockets and you put people in positions to win, they're not going to really talk too bad about you. Because them checks still coming, that bag still being dropped. And as long as you put money on people, people respect money. Power is money. Let me go on to dig into this a little more.
I'm gonna snap fire out here and find out what the fuck is going on. But even when you first heard about it, no one ever asked me. This is really hurts me most. Forget all of that. No one ever asked how I felt. No one said, "Are you okay?"
Right.
No one ever said,
they was 19, 20 years old, let's just say. She said they've been having an affair for 20 years. She's 26 now. So they was pretty much teenagers when they started. They probably was playing house. I'm going to be honest. And I shouldn't tell people my business because it has nothing to do with y'all. When I was a freaking teenager, I ain't going to say teenager. Let me go back. When I was 8, 9, 10 years old, we all played house with our little cousins and humped and shit because it was pure, flirtatious, harmless, meaningless, kids growing up learning their body and their anatomy. But when you willfully having sex in your 20s, in your 30s, knowing this is your blood family, yeah, something's up with that. Something's kind of weird with that.
Y'all just show. You would never think anything ever happened to me. That's how I keep it because we family. But you want to have my name stirred up because you want to act like you want to get your dick sucked, nigga. Fucking play with me. I got a life. I got daughters, nigga. And the sad part, we still came to family functions and still stayed in the crib. That's how much I love my cousin as a cousin. But this, I got to get out of that because he playing with you. We family, nigga. I ain't looking for no money. I ain't looking for rap. Y'all rap, nigga. I can't. But I'm not going to do that because you try to snatch my womanhood, my queendom from these fucking lies. We all entertain drugs and alcohol.
So what did he? I want to know further because the interview seemed like she trying to look like she's the victim because she trying to claim that the RZA didn't acknowledge that they was having a sexual encounter. I guess she made it seem like the RZA only claimed they did it one time or twice. But 20 years, what she's saying. So, we got to kind of get the RZA side to see what's really going on. You got three sides of the story. Hers, his, and then the truth, right? They say. So I don't know. I gotta hear RZA's side. I gotta look in his eyes to see is the RZA really telling the truth or not. Because she's coming across as the victim. Maybe she's afraid, more or less. She's upset that he didn't give her what she wanted, either physically, because financially she had to be paid. 20 years, he took care of her, I'm sure. This guy put a lot of people in position, like I said before. He put a lot of money in people's pockets, and he resurrected people, like I said, mentally, physically, financially, definitely. But the point is, why is she coming out 19 years later? What's her motive? It's like, he didn't rape you. It was consensual sex. So what you want him just to acknowledge you had an affair? You want him to acknowledge that you existed outside of being a family member? Because it's kind of like, I don't know, it seems like it's just a reach in a sense. Because you're coming out 20 years later, like with the Bill Cosbys of the world, the R. Kellys, why are people coming out so late? And I understand sometimes you could be scared for your life, fearful. You want to keep living a certain lifestyle, and if you report them or if you break away from them, you can't get that lifestyle that you was living. As far as the money, the fortune, the fame, the hotels, the boats, the cars, like I said, just a luxury life. And once you separate from these people, you won't live that lifestyle no more. People want to live that lifestyle forever. So it's just kind of like, I don't know where to stand with this. Let me see more.
But I would never sit up there and lie and say my cousin raped me. What if I said you raped
Okay.
me? That's
You
what you say me a
didn't
fucking
rape
word,
her.
using drugs. How dare you say that? And then it be repeated.
Okay.
And then you can't even face me and call me back and ask me or tell me the fucking truth. Or like how we have Thanksgiving every Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever. We all family. Telling everybody in the family the fucking truth. We could have left it there at the mansion. That shit is everywhere.
And
So
you,
now I'm stating the
and you
truth.
look like the
You need to
bad.
speak that shit. You talking.
So if he was watching right now, what do you want from him?
Shout out
I
Dougie
want you to
Diamonds.
tell the truth. Stand on your square.
Wow.
Say what happened and own it. I don't want no
Wow.
money from you because I don't even ask for nothing from you anyway. Unless it's once in a
Wow.
while, and I do ask, it's so I can get off my feet, get the fuck out where I'm at. Or suppose I
You
didn't give
put
you a
your
money.
shades on.
I ain't asking for nothing. I could have sued you when I wanted to. Or
Wow.
$20 million shit on you. No, I asked for your word and your help. And you want to slay me? Pay for that. That's enough for me because you can't pay me enough money or do anything for me to erase the fucking pain you already caused. And you already knew I already had childhood fucking trauma, so why would you add to that? So, I'm going to need you to just say you apologize. And know that. So, every little girl can understand that you should make a man apologize on his word, fuck his money, his fame. His word is his bond, right? So, stand on it.
Word is
And then
born.
let everybody else around him think twice. I know my purpose is once this have you through school, preschool, high school, colleges. Don't ever let this shit fester that long.
Mm.
Family always sweep shit on the carpet, incest, fucking all kinds of shit. That's what they do. And if the money long enough, they ain't gonna say shit. No, I gotta check our characteristics, and I have a heart, and I'll die for it.
So let me ask you something. Do you feel like when you were 18, he was kind of like grooming you or prepping
Yes,
you?
I do. And if I wasn't watching this silly shit on TV, I'm like, wow. I was even places where they was taking the supposed tunnels. Like, I'm sitting there like, damn, crying my eyes out like you was there, and these your fucking cousins, nigga. These ain't no niggas that you signed a rap deal with. This ain't Foxy and Jay. This is your mother's fucking nephew.
Mm.
These is grown ass men. Really? And the sad part is the family hated me when I was on tour with them. And these motherfuckers didn't even know what I was really up under. I didn't even know what I was up under. I look at my pictures when I was in Cali. I look at all of the history. It breaks my heart. And I look at my daughters. They would never, ever do a rap deal. I would have to have extra. No rap, no entertainment. I would have to have supervision, like on them, sleep with them, because this shit is funny.
So let me ask you something, Tay. Let me ask you something. When
Tay.
at what point?
She got a
What
story
point
to
did you
tell.
feel like this is wrong? Like, what the hell is going
It was
on?
always felt that way, but when I started, you know what it was? I started going through changes in my life, right?
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to sit myself down, like, it was energies, like, I was attracting the wrong things. I was making bad choices, so I had some time alone. And I sat into accountability for all the things, but I couldn't take accountability for that.
Listen, man. You want to get interviewed on my channel, Doggy Diamonds TV?
I mean, I'm gonna probably close it up with this because we ain't gotta go too deep into it. You want to watch the full interview? Check out my boy Doggy Diamonds TV. Exclusive content. He got exclusive interviews, all the good stuff on his channel on YouTube. Check him out. Shout out Doggy Diamonds with this interview. I just want to say, in general, with this, you got to be careful as a man when you out there traveling the world, getting in different adventures and endeavors. Because I know I've been there. I've been in 10 different states, and out of the 10 states, I done met some interesting people, seen some interesting things. And it's like you have to move smooth wherever you go. You got to stay sharp because it's always one person, especially when they know you're from New York or you're from upstate. Because New York always get a bad rap. When you tell people you're from New York, they always want to, oh, you trying to take over, you trying to bully, you trying to take all the women, you trying to get the money, whatever, whatever. I guess New York has a rep for that, for being the type of people they just go getters, whatever the case. But anyway, I just want to say about the situation though is just you have to use discernment, men out there when you traveling, especially when you're successful in your profession. People are gonna be coming at you in more ways than one, and always to a masculine male, they know your weakness is a woman. And they will send women at you, agents. I always believe they don't send agents at me before. Some tests I passed, some I didn't. And like I said, we all slipped up as men. You don't know your whole family line. You don't know your whole family tree. You're gonna make a mistake once in a while. You might sleep with somebody who is in your family somehow or another. Like I said, I done did it before. And once I realized it was a family member, I stayed away from it. And even one time I thought it was a family member and I kind of broke it off. But later I found out that it really wasn't a family member. But I just made sure I did not drag it along in case it got serious and how that might look. And, it's not, it's all about morals and values. That's really what it's about. Use morals and values. Money can't replace morals and values. Money should not replace morals and values. At the end of the day, that's one of the things now is money replaced morals and values. Money replaced humanity. Money has replaced everything when it comes to the physical, and when it comes to stuff that don't even mean nothing. You can't take money with you when you go underneath. When you go back to the next stage of life, when you go to the essence, you can't take money with you. So you should, spend it. You should invest in it. You should use it wisely, but you should not hold on to it as it's like the last bits of living, where you will die if you don't have it. And people just flock to money. People chase the bag, and everybody, it's all about doing it for the wrong reasons and what you're doing it for. But the RZA with this situation right here, I don't know if he gonna say anything. He's a very laid back, discreet, introvert kind of dude. But it's not really looking too great with the stories that's coming out and with the interview, and you got a few people talking about it. And I think morally he should have, even if he don't say nothing, you can have a spokesman speak on your behalf. Have a lawyer give a statement or whoever, public spokesman for the RZA. He got enough money, he definitely could pay somebody to go say something. You know what I'm saying? So um yeah, well, so many angles I could hit this on. It's crazy. We all as men have dealt with trauma in different situations where either some men, boys, got molested when they was boys. Some men got taken advantage of, and not only by men, by other women. You could have got raped, and that's another thing that men, especially boys in their 15, 16-year-old stages, don't really talk about enough, or they don't speak on how black boys or even white boys period, get physically abused, and not just by the same sex, but the opposite sex. And they don't really say nothing either because they're nervous, they're scared, they're shy, or they think maybe this is supposed to happen. I'm a boy, this is a girl touching me, and it's supposed to happen. But when it's uncomfortable, you can tell right away. 19 years, the RZA. He got some explaining to do. I mean, what's her motive? Of course, is it a money grab? She got a book come. If she got a book coming out next month, then this all gonna make sense. But I don't know, like, because I think she could have called the RZA. They could have had a sat down. If it's something hurting her mentally, she need to get off her chest. Cool. But you willingly knew that this man was married, and you willingly knew that he's a multimillionaire. He's a man, masculine man at that. So he's gonna like to have sex with multiple women, and he's might not put his all fully into you. So but to make it so bad, y'all cousins, y'all have the same bloodline. So if y'all was to create a child, that child could possibly come out being kind of, not right just because of the breed. And back in the days, they was with breeding your own kind because they was killing off so many black people. You had to damn near mix with your own to just keep your bloodline alive and keep multiplying. But in these days and times, it morally doesn't seem right if you knowingly having sex with your first blood for 19 years. That's like I said, she was a side piece for 20 years, pretty much a mistress, and somebody that he can go to when him and his wife wasn't going well. Obviously, he can go to her, and she gonna make it all right until he want to go back home to his wife again. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. So we'll see how the story develops. More clues come out. But the RZA, you got some explaining to do. Maybe he feels he don't because he might already said something about it, and he was like, "Yo, I ain't addressing that shit no more." I get it. Like Ghostface Killer, he has a gay son. I forgot his name. He made a diss song and all about Ghostface. Ghostface ain't gonna respond to that because certain people have certain mentalities of just the best thing to do is just don't say nothing at all and let it go away. And that possibly could happen, or it possibly could blow up more right in your face by not addressing it. It's your boy Justice Shabazz in the building. I had to come with this live because it was the subject that was on my chest. I was like, let me just see what the people feel. What do y'all think though? Is it you know is it acceptable? Hi, Daniel London 355. Your hairline going. Brandon does that. My hairline ain't going. Here you go. I got on the hat, Joey. But end of the day, it's there is something he got to deal with. Matter of fact, both of them have to deal with this because they both participated in this. The RZA didn't lay down and have sex with herself, and this female didn't lay down and have sex with herself. They did it together. It was consensual. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. Besides the fact that they physical cousins, they got to deal with that. That's not my place to judge. You know what I'm saying? Um, what's her motive? Like I said, end of the day, what does she want out of this? Does she want RZA just to apologize? She claims. Does she want RZA to come out and make a statement? Does she want to have a sit down? Does she want to be with RZA? I mean, boyfriend and girlfriend? What the hell? Because I mean, I'm looking at different angles because I don't know, like how else to view it? Because I try to be transparent. I mean, be coherent, transparent, and I try to be objective, have different layers when it comes to these topics. And I feel like I said, he didn't do nothing wrong except sleep with his cousin. I mean, if you're gonna do it one time, okay, maybe even twice, and you fucking just figured out, okay, that's my family now. I gotta stop. Cool. But 19 years, y'all had a fucking damn near marriage going. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of sick. If y'all both knew y'all was related, y'all still going on. Or I mean, y'all felt that damn the sex is better when y'all related. That's bugged out. It's your boy Justice Shabazz. More great content, more great interviews. I'm just getting up my web series back again. I had technical difficulties with the episodes 1 through 6, but they getting everything back together. Episode 8 is dropping soon. Stay locked and loaded. It's our last episode for season 1 of Gunroe County. A lot of other projects coming. Hit me up if y'all need any visuals, camera footage. I do AI videos, all that good stuff. And holla at your boy Justice Shabazz. You know, a lot of good things coming in 2026. Stay tuned. You already know. Peace.